How's it going?
We
Hey y'all,
doing great.
Don't
Doing
keep
doing good.
on break because that
doing pretty good. But guess what, guys? So I
what?
realized something.
Uh,
So this is what happened to me this week. So I get up in the morning and I exercise, but I forgot to charge my watch
Mm.
so I can track the steps and stuff that I'm doing.
Hmm.
Right.
So that irritated me the whole time exercising because I said this doesn't count. But it counts because I'm doing something healthy for my body, but this
Right.
doesn't count. And so it just led me to think about when you're doing something and you don't get recognized, because I'm not getting recognized for all these steps I'm taking. And I had to talk to myself the whole time that I was excellent. I'm not getting recognized for these steps because my dog won't watch. I
money.
got to charge it
I,
up.
I
And
will
that
teach you a trick though.
irritated me. I mean, I had to, yes, but
With the
it's
iPhone,
really
I,
doing it and it's benefiting you. But I was like, so.
I don't
I
even
will teach you a
I
trick
get
though. You
huh?
can go into your fitness app and you can start the workout from there. So it may not be all the steps and everything because there's a motion detector on your phone,
yeah.
but you will
No,
still get the credit
no,
for
I
the
wanted my
workout.
10,000 steps.
Do you know
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't
I
even
want my
wear my
10,000
iPhone on
steps.
my watch?
Huh?
Work too hard for it not to be recognized.
I know. I do it all the time.
I don't even wear my iPhone watch.
Hmm.
It's just sitting
Her
over.
iPhone watch.
They say you
Listen,
shouldn't
that's how
wear
you
it.
know she don't wear it.
Yeah.
They
You
say
know
you
why?
shouldn't.
It's something about when it's on my arm. I don't know. I just don't like the way it feels.
They say you shouldn't. It's not healthy.
I'm not a watch person. That's number one. I'm not a watch
Okay.
person.
I'm a watch person. I feel naked
I'm a
without a
watch.
watch.
I move by time all the time.
Yep.
It's like I'm
I
time.
gotta have a watch.
It all the
Me
time.
too. Me too.
Look, that's probably why I'm gonna tell my friends. That's why I'm late, y'all, because I don't never wear a watch.
That's probably why.
I don't really like it. And my
What
watch,
the old people used to say, don't date a man without a watch. He ain't got nowhere to go.
And listen,
ooh, y'all
There's
are
something
insane.
to that.
Maybe we should
Mhm.
all get together, y'all. This is a good idea. Look, because we all got our own little entrepreneur spirits, do we not?
right? I
All get together. And I know when my brother hears this, he gonna be like, "Don't be doing it, Kimmy," because we need to make a book of all of the sayings that we know
Okay.
and document them from our grandparents to the things that we say now. It would be amazing, these sayings. You know what I mean?
I know what my grandmother used to say. We call them Manda-isms, and so her name was Amanda, and so we just say Manda-isms. So when we're all together, cousins and aunts and uncles, we just have these little inside jokes because she had
Mhm.
all these sayings. So I know exactly what you mean. You share it with the world.
Like we really want to document all of the things my grandmom used to say, because some of it we still like scratch our
Gems,
the day and be like, do you really know what she was talking about?
gems. Do you
Old
hear
people
me? Gems.
So maybe we should think about that, or maybe have an episode on that and just really start thinking about some of these. It'd probably be so hilarious, but I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. So food for thought, because I know we can ready to also build our big landmass with our homes and
Our compound.
I've been
our
about
content.
that. I've been
I'm still like I'm gonna keep on saying that part because let me tell y'all. During these times, we need to have that more than ever. And maybe with electric gate around it. You know what I mean? But just being serious though. All right, all right, all right. All jokes aside, this episode is probably the follow-on. It's not probably, it is really the follow-on to our recent episode. And the reason why I wanted to follow up with this is because this episode kind of makes me think that when things happen to you or you're in a situation where you've been I'm not gonna say violated, but the trust has been broken, you know what I mean, from not just the person that may have been unfaithful to you, but the people that had known what was actually going on. So do y'all feel that when you have a friend or and I'm gonna even say an associate, I'm gonna put them in this bowl too, and they know of things that is a violation to you, infidelity, or somebody saying something that is not favorable of you, and they don't say anything. Do you think that silence is betrayal too?
I think in a lot of situations it is. And the situation that I would think of would be that when you're in a family unit, it doesn't matter what that family looks like, if it's grandparents and children and adult children, whomever, and say molestation takes place by another family member and you don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Silence is betrayal because you let that person get away with it. They will do it again.
That's a good one, Chuck.
And and the reason why I say that, and based on my own experiences, has been we don't want to tell your grandmother what happened. It would kill her because the person that did it was someone that she loved and cared about and she trusted. But then now you get to live this world trusting in that person, and they have committed the utmost violation. And so silence is betrayal. And so then now everyone else knew, meaning her children, but she didn't know. And so then now he's still coming around, he's still being around the family, but everyone knows. Like, that's not cool. And is it that way because it wasn't your particular child that got violated? It just happened to be your sister's child that was violated.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a betrayal.
I
Yeah.
think that since you went down that road, I think that, and I'm not trying to segment out Black people, but I think that goes back to like almost a slave mentality where
Yeah, for sure.
we're taught, you know what I mean? Like you know that you've been violated, you know that someone else has violated somebody, and you keep that hush hush. Even down to like think about this, and I know we can relate to this because we was born in the city. When you know that Pookie done been robbing shit over there, you see what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
They turned him in, you know what I mean? But you're really not thinking that he really is a danger to you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is
Right.
word of bond. We're not telling that. We ain't snitching. We ain't telling it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a form of betrayal, especially now you don't consider it betrayal until something else happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's happened to you, and then now you feel completely betrayed. But you were one of those people who knew about Pookie and didn't say anything. But now that it happened to you, it feels different.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think that there are degrees to that because
Okay.
um because being lighthearted. Okay, when somebody's getting violated, of course,
Yeah.
That's
it's a betrayal.
Yes.
But just think about when you were dating, when you were a teenager and stuff. You know that somebody was you might have had a boyfriend or whatever, but on the side somebody was liking you and a friend covered for you or you covered for a friend. That happens
Absolutely.
all the time. I
Right. Yeah.
remember being in college and one of my girlfriends who would go to this particular club and she would tell him she's not going. And I would tell my friend, he is coming there, and I would be sitting down, and he would always see me first, and he was like, "Well, where is so and so?" And I was like, "I don't know. No, she's here. If you here, she's here." And I would have to. She'll be dancing. Next thing I know, I see him coming to the dance floor, and I just like, but
Oh,
things like that happen. So is that really? That's I mean,
yeah, I think
it's that from
that.
him.
Yeah,
That
I
I mean,
think that's
you
on
like
the
okay.
lighter note. Yeah, because
Like,
like
And I
you,
and I don't
can
think
I tell them I was displaced? And
right.
I wasn't. So to me,
But
they're
right, but that's not betrayal though. Is that betrayal?
oh,
Is that really betrayal?
yeah, because you don't have no connection with the guy. I mean, that's not your friend.
but look, y'all, be fair. Because if you
Hmm.
would you want that to be done to you?
No, I'm not saying it wouldn't be done.
What was she
I don't know
betraying?
if that's a
So I think
betrayal.
it's betrayal, like, okay, because what Keisha's saying, I know I have done it plenty times. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Plenty
Okay.
times. Look at that, like when I was younger, y'all, not now. Plenty times when I was younger.
You
So
playing the boyfriend and now I know and I'm not.
yeah,
But
I
then who
don't need you to say that I'm doing this and I'm not here in case
so
he.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you
and
are
I'm over here
betraying the
with
person
this
who,
one. You know what
yeah.
I mean? I'm over here. This I'm like, look, I ain't married to him or nothing like that. But it is, I am. That is a form of betrayal, and then I'm putting my friend in a position that she, she ain't dedicated to them. She dedicated to me because we friends. Not, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that I agree with you. Yeah, on a light note. But that was fun betrayal
So
because
well, because again, Betrayal is when you have let down someone who's put trust in you. Your girlfriend is the one who put trust in you. The guy that she dating didn't put the trust in you. You lied to him, but you didn't betray him. I just want to make sure we get that clear.
Yeah,
But now if
but
you
she
die, but
betrayed
if
him by,
She
doing all
betrayed
right.
him
Yeah,
because
she
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 was
was
doing
betrayed
that.
him.
invested in the
Yeah.
world.
But now if you dimed her out,
No,
your
yeah,
girlfriend expected you to tell the truth, then you
That's
betrayed her.
right.
I've seen situations where some people, and I don't know if y'all ever had this, some family members that say you dating somebody and the family member is really close to you and they get in on it. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah,
They get in on it. When it goes
right.
terribly wrong, they going down with it. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They're going down with it. But I've seen that actually happen. So
Yeah, and I would consider that to be in a situation. I've had you in my home. I have broken bread with you. You know what I mean? And
yeah, yeah,
you might be his friend, right?
yeah.
But you sat at my table. You've let me cook for you. You've let me serve you. So I feel like that could be considered a betrayal, even if you were his friend and not my friend per se. And so I could see that as a betrayal as well, right?
Mm.
Only because I know plenty of people that he know that don't step foot in here, right?
Mhm.
Or, I know that that's your friend because that's your friend on dealings that you had outside of me or whatever, and I can respect that, but it's not my friend. They don't have no loyalty to me. That's how I see it, right?
Mhm.
But if you come into my home, you sit your feet under my table, I serve you, so on and so forth, then yeah, I can see that as a betrayal. And yeah, what do you do? How do you progress from there? And I think that's how couples, when they split, especially for infidelity, right? They no longer have the same friends, or those friends feel like they have to choose
Mm.
sides and pick who they're going to still be friends with or whatever.
Okay, so I have an example. I have a question.
A question and an example?
Yeah, it's both. So
Okay.
say I have a friend,
Okay.
my best friend, 30 years deep friend.
Okay.
She has a friend
Okay.
that she's really close with.
Okay.
But her friend kind of try to whisper and get, out of pocket with me about her.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Mm.
I might not necessarily say it to her, but maybe I'm feeling like I'm betraying her. I'm gonna shut it down. You can't come to me talking about my friend.
Right.
Right.
You can't do
Right.
that.
I
But
know you gonna
is
do
that
that.
betrayal if I go and don't tell you?
It's
Son,
I don't
don't tell
I
your
think
best friend that her
Hey,
other
y'all
friend
going
is
too
talking about
fast.
her.
I'm trying to absorb this. Repeat that again.
So you and I, Kimmy, are good friends.
Absolutely.
And Keisha's your very good friend too.
Absolutely.
Now you've introduced the two of us, and we're working on it. We're working on our acquaintance, whatever. But she say little
But
smart
I'm talking about you, Kim.
she
Oh,
says things
Her.
about you that I'm not going to entertain with her, and I shut it down.
She
right.
shut me down.
And do me a favor. You can't have that kind of conversation with me about my girlfriend.
okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't say it to you because I don't want you to think I'm jealous over your friendship with her. But I handle it. Is that betrayal to you
No.
as your friend?
Let me just
It's not betrayal because you shut it down. And if you shut it down before you really even got too much information. So you really don't know what it was, all that she was going to say.
I
But should
would
she tell
agree.
Kim? But should she tell Kim?
I think so
Is
because
that a
let me
betrayal
tell
to
you,
Kim?
because this is the odd man out. She didn't tell me about what Keisha was saying about me, so I'm still naive to Keisha. You see what
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's the part where that needs to, and it may be done innocently. Let me tell you, one time me and my sister, my middle sister, we got into it because she said something because we was mad about something, and she went to my husband and told my husband, well, she always act like this. And he said something to me, right? Like, your own sister said something like one day we were having something, and I didn't just get pissed at him. I got pissed at her because,
Both. Yes. Hmm.
first and foremost, I don't care how mad you are. You don't go to my husband and say stuff about me because I'm not going to your husband and say something about you. And she
Right.
apologized, but it was just to awareness. You know what I mean? I know what
Right.
done like something like so contentious that she wanted to like cause a divide. It was just
Right.
emotions. but it's
Yeah,
just
she was venting. She was venting.
venting. But don't
Hmm.
vent to my husband because guess what? I'm not venting to your husband. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I mean? That's crossing the line. So
I think I said that. I think I've said that before when I was saying how um me bringing something to you because I know that you're married, right? I
um,
would never tell a married friend not to say something to their spouse. I would never do that. So now I have to decide, am I willing to share it with you because there's a possibility that you're going to have pillow talk and you're going to share what I share with you with them.
I'm just a little different with stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I,
Now,
I, I just
and
am.
the only reason why I feel like that is because that person that you shared it with, even though it's your spouse, if that spouse got to turn around and let me know that they know, then now I ain't feeling it.
Yeah,
But if that spouse is the kind of person
I,
that would take the information and hold on to it, and I never knew that they knew, then it's fine. But if I know that they know because they want to let me know that they know, then now you don't never get to know no more because I ain't never gonna say to you, don't tell your spouse. But now I'm not gonna tell you.
You don't
Not
find,
because I'm mad.
you don't find out till y'all get divorced, and then you saying, "Yo, wig wearing friend, you told me about that." All your business be out.
That's all I'm saying. That so it's still a betrayal, but then that's how you have to kind of just the distinct it. You have to look at the situation, but at the same time, it is, and then that's what makes it can make it difficult and hard, right? Because everybody's not.
y'all tell me something. I'm not having that conversation with Keith. I'm just gonna be honest
Oh
because
no, that's fine.
the reason why and the things that we talk, pillow talk, we talk about is usually something in our intimate
Yes,
life. You
as
know.
it should be. Hmm.
And the reason why I like this, I'm like this because remember I told y'all my grandma told me, don't you do that. You see what I'm saying? Join back together. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The odd man out. So
Now
when
wait a minute. Now say that one again, Kimmy, because we talked about saying.
it don't make any sense. I'm just putting it.
Say no, say it. Let's say it.
Tongue and teeth may fall out and join back together, and you
Yes.
will be the one that will be the blame. My grandma used to say that all the time.
Yes. Yes.
All the time.
Teeth
And
fall out, and then they get put
she
back
said,
together.
your tongue and your teeth fall
Oh,
out, and they will join back together, and you'll be the odd man out. You
just
see?
so they can talk. They're gonna join back together.
So I have friends. I mean, I have friends. Y'all are all my sisters. You know what I mean? That I know things about them. Keith has no idea.
Right.
I know Keith ain't even going to press the issue to say anything.
Exactly. Right.
Like that's just not his personality. But sometimes, and I see what you're saying, China. Sometimes you're gonna be in a conversation and something
Right.
just comes out. You see what I'm saying? But I can tell you, if that happens to me, I'm damn sure gonna cover it up because I'm not going. I'm just not going to do that because you know what I feel like? I feel like you can't take that back. And your spouse may not say
Hold
that,
grudges.
looking at you a certain way. And
Right.
you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a girl code. You know what I mean?
Well, and I feel the same way, right? How I figure it to be, because sometimes we take on our friends' journeys, right?
Right.
Whether it's right or not, sometimes we take it on, and that's how you wind up sharing it with them. My rule of thumb with my husband is if it affects this house, then I say something to him, even if it's your business. If it affects this home, then I share it with him. If it don't need to know because it's something you share with me. I don't need to share it with him.
Okay.
So,
I had
but
a
then
friend tell me one time that
but you can't have that betrayal. But then I also know that I have a spouse that when he get a little tempted, he get real chatty. so,
I think
so
that's
then
just
that's
the
the
truth serum, period. When you get the little liquor up, you get to talking, you just be like,
listen.
oh, the hell, you didn't just say that.
That's why I can't say nothing because it just be like, mm-mm.
Yeah, I
Or
just,
people be like, "Oh, you didn't tell him?" No, because it's not my business to tell. I tell the kids that all the time. They bring stuff to me, and they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't say?" Because that's for you to tell. It ain't for me to tell.
yeah,
I ain't betraying your trust.
grown children.
Right.
Grown people. They're not children, grown people. Yeah, no, we're not.
Right.
And and one thing I actually was in a situation where a friend told me that they didn't love their husband anymore. And when they told me this, it is a it is a way that like I could see how it would have been a conversation between me and Keith because I felt so sad for her. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I felt so
Exactly.
bad, and I actually could talk to Keith to just get some comfort, but I never did that because I never wanted him to look at this person and say, oh, she just faking. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a whole
Right.
bunch of layers going there. You see what I'm saying?
And
And
as a man, he would have different
right,
feelings,
right,
right? And
right.
so I could totally and we have to take into account, right?
Uh,
We're all sister friends, right? But then each of us has another best friend.
yeah.
And so then what happens is you could betray someone by accident.
By
And because I have a best friend whom I might share everything with, and now you share something with me. And even though you two aren't best friends, you know each other by association, right? And then now she kind of in your business because I might have shared with her what you share. So betrayal can come in so many ways. I think Keisha was the one that said it could be intentional and unintentional, right? So you have to be mindful.
I shut it down.
yeah.
I know that's right.
We never do that.
Right.
I think it's a fine
And
line. It's a fine line. You know what I mean?
right.
Fine line for betrayal. Just don't do it. Just don't betray me, y'all, because I'm crazy as hell. So don't do it. Like, I'm playing. I'm playing. So, this was a good episode because I think that betrayal can happen or be interpreted as betrayal unintentionally.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Because I
I
think
think so.
even betrayal when somebody intentionally does it, that's just malice. You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing. You can feel betrayed and you can still love that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel like I wish you didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You are a human being and things happen. But when you do things intentionally, trying to, attack or scar or manipulate some situation, that I think that's a whole nother level. So yeah.
Yeah. And you can't come back from it. It's never the
Hey,
same.
come back, friend. Don't come over here.
That's
Don't come
true.
over here because I used to know how to fight. Don't come over here.
She said I used to.
I don't know now because I'm too up in age to be fighting anybody. Knock me down, break my hip. Okay, no, I won't be
I
doing
got too much to lose. I ain't
much
fighting
to
nobody.
lose. That girl laying on the side. Help me. This is a good episode, y'all. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, really good episode. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll be back on the porch next week. So have a good one on purpose.
okay.
Bye.